Ready.
Take this. Butcher. Actually wasn't too bad this time. He is a random mini boss that drops. He's quite difficult. He ignores minions and pretty much comes after you. In this case, I annihilated him pretty quickly because I am actually pretty strong. It's the first time I've ran into him. I've done about 40 dungeons or so, maybe more. It's the first time I've run into him. Depending on the dungeon, he can be much harder, but I got through him this time. My minions did help me out, and I just kited him pretty good. So, I will say that kind of got lucky there. I've had it much worse, but it wasn't too bad. This time, I, I'm surprised actually that I haven't faced him before now. I've been waiting for him. He's basically been. I've been basically lucky, so I faced him. The reason part of it was because I haven't done many dungeons because I knew he was in them. So I've been kind of avoiding that. I will say that he wasn't too bad, but he's still quite dangerous overall. I do not recommend. Just do not recommend fighting that guy. You know, there's no way to run from him either. He'll chase you down relentlessly, and he is after you. I don't think there's a way to pull his taunt or anything like that. I've tried versions of minions and stuff like that, but he just comes after me. He doesn't. You can stun him for temporary purposes or you slow him down or whatever, but he still comes after you pretty hard. He hits pretty hard. Having a good Paragon that I have helps a lot. So it is pretty wrecked out. So I will go over this. I've modified it since then. I just kind of wanted to talk about that. I guess I can go ahead and do it now. So I went ahead and reset this. It was expensive to do, but I went ahead and did whatever one it's called, but it basically has like golem damage and basically all golem damage, basically, and hulking monstrosity. That's what it's called. I did hulking monstrosity, and I did this one, which is cult leader. Basically, this is for your minions and stuff like that. It's more for the skeletal mages and stuff like that. So what I'm doing now is getting the rest of these Paragon points. I'm able to get 16 more here. There's 4 here when I reach that milestone there. And then that one's locked. I haven't even done all of that yet, but I will. And I'll get the other 3. So I have 16 total Paragon points that I can get at some point. And when that's done, I'll be able to max out my minion situation. What I mean by that is like there's these little. There's not many of them left, but like this one here, skeletal mage damage. Skeletal mage damage, stuff like that. This one too, summon damage, and anything that's like that. That's kind of what I want to do. I don't really care. That one's good. Damage reduction for minions. That one's okay. I don't care about getting much else except the extra damage from that stuff. Minion armor. So a lot of minion stuff, and I'll get the few of those things that I can get and max all that out to have the strongest attack defense minions I possibly can. I'm gonna go ahead and guess I'll go ahead and record this dungeon. I haven't been doing that. I've done several dungeons today. I just did the butcher one real quick because he spawned on me. I didn't even notice him until he was there, and I was like, "Oh crap, it's the butcher!" And I pressed record. He was already half dead when I recorded it. So, but yeah, I got him the first time. It was pretty easy. Like I said, he's been much harder. I don't know if because he's getting me so late in my time here. I'm pretty decently strong, so I mean he was controlled dead quick, so but going through dungeons is basically just blowing up mobs, basically exploding corpses, letting my minions do their thing. I don't really do a whole lot of other than blowing up. Other than blowing up corpses, I don't do a whole lot. All dungeons are relatively the same. And that's basically how I do anything, really. Just stand there and blow up corpses. So but that just demonstrates like my play style and why I do what I do, and I've built the way I've built. Like I said, I'm very minion focused. Um, there are pieces of gear and stuff that I can get that are better. Basically, just more minion stuff. but I have a lot of it. But there is some unique pieces of gear that I can get. I have one piece of it that I haven't equipped yet. But just like anything, I think everything has a up and a down to it. And I don't think that certain things are necessary. Um, I think that it works. It's just you got to do it the way you feel is right. Yes, there is a guide for minion build online, um, or in-game necros, and they suggest a bunch of different gear and stuff like that. Like I can't get access to it, but there's a necklace that is minion focused. Um, but this ring is one because it has the minion stuff on it. It's really good. You can backtrack some skills and stuff like that with that. And there's a necklace, I believe, and some gloves that Fist of Fate or something like that, whatever it's called. Don't hold me to that toe. Um, but there's different, you know, there's guides online, like I said, and I've said this since the beginning. If you don't want to follow my guide, I understand, but and I'm not in game yet, and I haven't fully done my full guide yet on the build. But I will at some point. See, now I get 4 more Paragon points. See, now what I want to do is anything that's minion focused. That's what I want. I don't care, like, the decks and stuff is good, yada yada, blah blah blah. I'm very minion focused, so that's what I'm kind of looking for is minion, and more minion stuff. I got 12 more Paragon points, and I will find a place to put them. You know what I mean, or find willpower or whatever. But a kind of guide is what I've done. Is this here, this glyph? Maybe not the best glyph, but it works for me. Then I went to this board here, the hulking monstrosity, and I've pretty much the shortest route to get to like these things here, these rare nodes, because as you see, they give 50% extra damage and when you meet certain requirements, and then there's stuff around them like golem, maximum life, damage, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Like I'll go with that golem armor, or get that golem armor. So there's 2 more that I can put in. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get everything that's minion focused first, and then I'll get anything that's like anything that advances me, something that makes me stronger. That's what kind of my whole goal is, and that's where I've kind of done this in the best way that I can. Um, so a guide to your gear. Again, it's not done yet. I've done things to be kind of a defensive necro, blowing up corpses while letting my minions do most of the work. So everything in my arsenal is, you notice I got imprinted there, extra armor. I'm have a shield on instead of a focus, which I do have one. So in situations, I can switch and be more attack focused. If you want to see the difference, like right now I have 33 attack power, I'm not moving, and I have 19k armor and 20k life. Well, I put this on, I go down to 7k armor. I go up to 41 attack power, and my life is 19k. So I have less armor and life, but more attack. But with this, I have more armor, much more armor, a little bit more life, and then a less attack. So, but that's my attack. That's not my minion's attack. Um, at least in my experience, my minions still kill things very fast. My corpse explosion still works. It still blows things up very fast. Um, so a lot of my stuff still works. Okay. I've added damage. I've added skeletal mage damage. I've added skeletal mage cast twice. I've added, I don't know why I have this on actually. I need to imprint something different on that. Um, like my minions and me gain increased damage reduction. Maximum number of skeletal warriors and mage. That's a necro minion build must have, at least in my opinion. This is you. It's summon a bubble on yourself. Blah blah blah. 90-second cooldown. I have maximum life. Um, Thorns, immune to whatever extra crap. Same thing here. This is Army of Dead. When this is active, I increases my minion damage. Damaging enemy with basic. Blah 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 blah. That's not necessary, but again, it's on there, so I'm just keeping it. This is kind of a minion focused ring. Like I said, I'm gonna reset my regular skills, my skill tree eventually. To because like where is the like here? See this right here? I can get one back and put it somewhere else. And there's other ones too. It's like this one here, because I'm never gonna change this ring. This ring is perma with me. And I have Bloodlance from somebody, I don't know where, I forget something, and so it's giving me Bloodlance. Again, Bloodlance is not 100% necessary um, in any realm. It's not necessary, but it works for this, and I'm gonna get at least 3 points back. So I'm gonna be able to allocate them somewhere else. For the time being, I don't know where I'm going to put them. That's why I haven't reset anything. Because like this is Memento Mori. This is never going to be something I use because I'm never going to sacrifice the minions because I'm a minion build, and that's why I've done like they gain attack speed for each active minion. That's why the more minions, the better. So. And if I had the healing priests over one of the other ones, I would get this, but I don't have that, so it doesn't help me. Certain things like you have to really pay attention to as to what it does and what it isn't. So again, I've not in-game this just yet. This is just a semi whatever build. I'm still working on it. I'm still going to. There's a lot of things I can change per se. The Butcher's Sleeper. It's a unique item. I don't know what build that would be for. Not the one I'm currently using, for sure. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the greatest. But that's it. That's kind of where I'm at. So I've allocated all my points currently. I fought the Butcher, kind of did a mini overview of kind of where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm going to end this video for now and actually stop playing for the time being. I do appreciate you guys. Anybody who is watching, please like, share, and subscribe, or we'll continue on. The other class videos are coming still, but I'm still, of course, working on my main to do full end game on it. I want to make sure, the next time I do some harder upscale stuff with some friends of mine that were able to do it without any problems. I'm still very squishy, but I don't want to be as squishy. So I'm trying to alleviate that in some ways. And I'm doing it by, changing. I'm not changing my build. I accidentally, to be honest, I accidentally got rid of my shield when I didn't mean to. I meant to keep the focus and the shield because again, I want to have the option of both. So.
What do you need?
And that's what I've always wanted to do. Because in my experience, that's what you almost need to do as a necro. You need to have the ability to do both. And I'm depositing things like this, uniques and stuff like that, and I'll show you the necklace or whatever. So this here is necromancer only. And it's not that I'm not gonna put this on because I am. This is gonna be my end game necklace. But while I'm still in process of kind of getting the gear and whatnot, I think what I have on is a little better as far as giving me maximum life, movement speed, and whatnot. All of those other things are going to be added bonuses to me in a little bit. And then, of course, I've got to put Army of Dead on something that I don't change. So that's another thing. And the gloves, too, I'll have to put Army of Dead on something that I don't change. Because these gloves that I'm going to get are going to be the same kind. They're going to have a fixed thing on them. And eventually I'm going to farm them. To be honest, I did have some. I gave them to a friend of mine. So, not that I just was, he's been wanting them for so long. I just gave them to him. I didn't care. It's okay. I'm not in-game built yet, so I'm still working on it. So, and he's a necromancer as well, or has a necromancer, I'm sorry. So, but I'll go ahead and end this video here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for everything. And I will continue to make videos, and anything that pops up randomly, I'm probably going to do little recordings of it, whatnot. But I do stay alive much better this way. I don't basic attack or anything, so even though I have attack skills, I just don't do much randomly. But mostly, I just let my minions do the thing and blow up corpses. So again, that's my build. That's what I'm doing. So I'm still doing it. All right.